New versus used, the ultimate debate in today's car market. With inflation, supply shortages, and fluctuating prices, it's more important than ever to consider your options carefully. Today, we're answering the big question: should you buy a new car or a used one in 2025? We'll break it all down with real-world examples, current pricing trends, and financial analysis so you can make an informed decision. So let's dive right in. Car price inflation, new versus used in 2025. Car prices have been rising for years, and the pandemic only accelerated this trend. Over the past few years, we've seen car prices shoot up dramatically, making it hard for buyers to get the best value. But here's the twist: in 2025, we're seeing signs of price stabilization. While cars are still expensive, the rate of inflation is slowing, and many manufacturers are adjusting their pricing strategies. The Toyota RAV4 case study. Let's break down a real-world example: the Toyota RAV4, the most popular vehicle in the US right now. New Toyota RAV4 Limited 2025 model. The MSRP for this car is around $42,000. The invoice price is $40,087. So if you manage to get a deal at invoice, you'll be paying $40,087 for a brand new vehicle. This new car comes with a full warranty, 0 miles, and the latest features. Used Toyota RAV4 Limited 2021 model, 11,000 miles. Now, if you look at a lightly used 2021 RAV4 Limited, it's priced at $32,867. This vehicle has just 11,000 miles, and the original MSRP was $37,495. So what's the better deal? At first glance, the used vehicle seems like a good deal, priced $4,000 below the original MSRP. But is it really worth it when you consider the bigger picture? Depreciation and warranty considerations. One of the biggest factors you need to consider is depreciation. Typically, a new car loses its value quickly in the first few years. But in today's market, the depreciation rate has slowed down. Still, if you're looking at a relatively new used car, like the 2021 Toyota RAV4, which has already lost about $4,000 in value, the question becomes, is it worth it to pay $32,867 for a vehicle that's already had significant depreciation? Warranty issues. A big consideration is the vehicle's warranty. The new Toyota RAV4 has a full manufacturer warranty, so you're covered for the next 3 years or 36,000 miles. The used 2021 model, on the other hand, is likely out of warranty. In fact, it's probably already beyond the 3-year or 36,000-mile threshold, so you're left with limited or no coverage. When you compare the price difference, $40,087 for the new car versus $32,867 for the used car, it's clear that for a few thousand extra dollars, you're getting a brand new car with full coverage and 0 miles. In this case, buying the new car seems to be the better value. Why are used cars still expensive? Now let's talk about why used cars, even those just a few years old, are still expensive in 2025. It all comes down to a few factors. Chip shortage. The global chip shortage led to a slowdown in new car production. As a result, there's a shortage of new cars available, which has driven more buyers into the used car market. This shortage has kept used car prices high, particularly for vehicles that are just a few years old. Limited supply. When manufacturers can't produce new cars at the same rate they did pre-pandemic, the supply of used cars decreases. As demand for used cars remains high, prices continue to stay inflated. The value of new cars. With high-quality used cars often priced only a few $1,000s less than new ones, it's harder to justify buying used. You're essentially paying a premium for a used vehicle that could break down sooner or require more repairs without warranty coverage. Monthly payments and financing. New versus used cars. One important factor that affects many car buyers is the monthly payment. Generally, you would expect a used car to have a lower monthly payment because it costs less. But with used cars being so expensive, especially in today's market, the monthly payments aren't as different as you might expect. Higher APR for used cars. used car loans typically come with a higher interest rate compared to new car loans. This could mean that your monthly payment for a used car isn't significantly lower than that of a new car. Also, the financing terms for new cars tend to be more favorable. Manufacturers often offer better deals, such as 0% APR for qualified buyers. So even if you're looking at a used car that costs a few thousand less, the overall financial difference in monthly payments might not be as significant, especially when you factor in the higher interest rates for used cars. The EV market. Should you buy used or new? The story changes a bit when we look at electric vehicles, EVs. While traditional gas-powered vehicles have stabilized in price, EVs are in a completely different situation. Depreciation on EVs. The depreciation rate for electric vehicles is much steeper. EVs lose value rapidly due to technological advancements, battery concerns, and the overall shift toward newer models with better range and performance. Used EVs. If you're looking at a used electric vehicle, you could be getting a significant discount compared to buying a new EV. But there's a catch. Older EVs may have worn-out batteries, limited range, and fewer charging infrastructure options. New EVs. On the other hand, buying a new EV means you'll benefit from the latest technology, the longest battery life, and manufacturer warranties. But be prepared for high depreciation in the first few years of ownership. Leasing EVs. If you're dead set on an electric vehicle, consider leasing instead of buying. The rapid depreciation means you'll likely have negative equity on your loan if you purchase an EV. Leasing allows you to drive a new EV without the worry of losing value as quickly, and you can usually get a good deal through manufacturer incentives. How the market could change in 2025 and beyond. As we move through 2025, there are a few key factors that could impact your decision between buying new or used. More supply of new cars. As production ramps up and the chip shortage begins to resolve, new car inventory should increase. This could lead to more competitive pricing and potentially better deals for new car buyers. Used car prices stabilizing. As the supply of new cars increases, used car prices could stabilize or even drop a bit, especially for older models. However, the quality of used cars might not improve much, as many vehicles were not manufactured during the shortage period. So, what's the final verdict in 2025? Should you buy a new or used car? For most buyers, especially those considering vehicles like Toyota, Mazda, and Subaru, it makes more financial sense to buy new rather than used. The price difference between a used car and a new one is often minimal, and the benefits of a full warranty and the latest features make the new car a better investment. However, if you're looking at used electric vehicles, the situation changes. The high depreciation rates of EVs mean that buying used could offer significant savings. Just make sure to carefully check the vehicle's battery life, range, and overall condition. Ultimately, it's all about what makes the most sense for you. If you can afford the higher upfront cost, buying new will likely be your best bet. If you're okay with the risks of a used car, you might find a great deal. Just be sure to compare the numbers, consider the long-term cost, and always negotiate for the best deal. That's all for today's discussion on new versus used cars in 2025. Which option do you think makes more sense for you? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more car buying tips and updates. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.